Hogwarts Legacy's marketing's absolute gold. In case you don't know what the hell Hogwarts Legacy is, I didn't either. It's some video game that's using the Hogwarts world. Who cares? That's not what's important in the slightest. What's important is what's a woman. Yeah, it's that again. It's the same goddamn thing as always, isn't it?
I mean, if I were the developers of Hogwarts Legacy, I'd be really grateful to have J.K. Rowling's name attached to it because it just markets itself. Great, we've got J.K. Rowling's name. No budget needed for marketing.
No.
The leftists will promote it for us.
There'll be an outrage, and there was. And we'll start off just with promoting, of course, something from Lotus.com, this being the interview with Posie Parker, a fellow Hogwarts enjoyer, I think. And we'll go and check out Hogwarts Legacy Steam page, because that's the thing. There you go, there's the game. Not sponsored, in case you're wondering. And looks like another 2020 game release, I guess.
And I'm kind of interested. I like RPGs. I like role-playing games. Hogwarts and stuff like that is something I grew up with, so yeah, I might enjoy it.
I don't know. I'm looking at this. Like, if you click on a screenshot there for me, John, like, this is a minor thing for me. If you click on a screenshot,
that's not a screenshot.
Then we can see just like it's a very detailed world, and this is all very impressive and part of the modern world of gaming. But then people were posting screenshots of like the PS2 games.
Oh, did you ever play the PS2 Chamber of Secrets?
Yeah,
that was the classic.
I was looking at those. Like, I actually prefer that game. It also looks better, and this is just because it's
got the more cartoony aesthetic.
My eyes don't feel assaulted. Like, I know where to look. If that makes sense. Like
I don't think that makes sense.
Because of the simplistic design, like, guide your eyes to what's important in the image, rather than like a million things happening on screen. Because I
mean, in these screenshots, it doesn't look like there's a million things happening on screen. It looks like there's one. Like in this, for instance,
it's about graphical fidelity, but whatever.
Okay, all right. I do feel like there's only one thing you're supposed to be focusing on here.
It's just this
dragon troll.
Sure, there's a place for good graphics, but I'm missing bad graphics, is my point. Anyway.
There's a place and a time for good graphics.
That's not now.
Minecraft clan unite.
And it's not now, which is the point that everyone else decided to get on. Because if we go to the SJWs decided to come out and make their voices heard, as if they're ever not. I mean this with every fibre of my being. F you if you buy Hogwarts Legacy. 800,000 views on that one. Not many like Rooney's though, because everyone's like, you're an idiot. Go to hell. Not listening to any of you people. She was very upset. This individual checkmark here. If you go to the next one, there's more of that. If you're playing a wizard game is more important to you than the trans community. Yeah, it is.
Don't make me choose. Don't make me choose.
God, do you care about the starving kids in Africa or
no.
video games? And like, what is this weird dichotomy?
Do you care about this abstract thing that you've never actually seen in person, or this video game that you can buy?
Yeah, the trans community that doesn't even exist. So the thing that doesn't even exist, or my game. Don't act surprised when some people no longer want to engage with you.
Good riddance.
Yeah, and this got a lot more support from the SJW community. And the thing is that the feminists also got involved in the Hogwarts Legacy video game debate.
And then things got spicy.
No one has purchased the game from either of these camps.
It's not out yet.
By the looks of it. Because it then exploded a little bit more, because the anti-Semitic community got involved.
The anti-Semites got involved.
Well, the anti-Semites over here.
Oh, all right, okay.
We were like, oh, it's anti-Semitic, because J.K. Rowling drew Gringotts Bank with goblins in it. And then I don't know if you know.
Oh, the Jon Stewart take. That was totally a joke.
Yeah, but it's also not a set. That bank. It's a real bank.
I know.
And there's a mosaic on the floor that's a Star of David in the central lobby of the bank, which people thought was a racist part of the set. It's not a set. It's a real bank in London.
Yep.
Anyway, but no, this is you're
That's
calling
just how banking works, guys. Sorry to break it to you.
You're calling Jews goblins. It's like, no, nobody was doing that, but okay, that's what you think. Anyway, for no reason at all, upon the anti-Semitic community doing this, the anti-Semitic community got involved.
Oh, okay.
The 4chan, for some reason, also likes video games, in case you're wondering. We have an artist rendition of the Anons at home.
To be fair, once again, the more they say that the game is transphobic, inherently evil if you buy it, it does make me want to buy it more.
No, you're hurting Israel. And 4chan was like,
yes.
I'm interested. And the Steam discussion page for the video game has now become much fun. Very good fun. Because there is
Has it become the tennis match?
It's an endless Clown World S show between the Tumblrites and 4chaners. Once upon a time, the war has come again between the two camps, and it's taking place in the Hogwarts Legacy Steam discussion chats. So we'll check
where all great battles go down nowadays.
This is one locked thread for someone saying it's a little disappointing that Steam would allow this game. Oh no. What's the complaints they have? From being able to own slaves, house elves, A clear anti-Semitic caricatures, goblins with hook noses, greasy hair, and they all happen to be bank owners. I know, really, right?
I will say they do have a bit of a point on the house elves as slaves thing, because if you remember, did you ever read the books? I know you can't read, but
No, I
did you
didn't
ever
read
try
books.
to
I
read
watched
the
the
books?
movies, because they're speaking books.
Okay, the speaky books with moving pictures. You can't even deal with comic books. The pictures, they just stand still. What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, at least to move.
Yeah, in the books, they cut it out of the film for. I can understand why they did so. In the fourth one, Goblet of Fire, there is a subplot where Hermione tries to free the house elves because she says that they're slaves, and she goes to the house elves after
Not the field elves?
basically, yeah.
No, just the house elf she wants.
Just the house elves.
Right.
The field elves, they can fend for themselves, you know. But she goes to all of them in Hogwarts, and she's like, "You want to be free, don't you? You want to be free?" And they go, "No."
Yeah.
They say, "No, I like doing this. Do you understand how hard it is, life for a normal house elf without a house?"
Massa treats us right.
Basically, yes.
They also say killing goblins. Need I explain this reference? Research some
Yes.
history for this one.
Yeah, you
Really?
do. You might have to.
I think they mean the Holocaust, which, no.
I don't remember there being a goblin holocaust in Harry Potter. Maybe I missed that book.
It is clear what this game is set out to be, and I will not support it, and I encourage anyone with any humanity to do the same. And all the responses, if you scroll down, are just people going, K. It's just one word.
Scroll down for us. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, bye. I'm going to enjoy my genocide
What
scene
glue
later.
have you been sniffing? Steam point farming.
But the thing is, there's a lot of this. J.K. Rowling herself came out from
Carl
retirement.
Pilkington got in it.
Yeah, we've got KP and also J.K. Receipts, please, or shut up. So, if you haven't paid me money, I don't care.
Wait, did someone make a Steam account with a picture calling themselves J.K. Rowling?
Yeah, it's great. I assume it's the real J.K. Rowling.
I hope it is.
Who else could it be?
No one would ever steal anyone else's name.
Not on the internet. Anyway, we also go to the next one, which is the game is also rumored to give you powers, magical powers, such as if you buy it because of the tags, you automatically grow 6 inches on your pee-pee.
Ooh, big pee-pee.
Someone else said it's 12 inches on their pee-pee.
Ooh.
Rumors, I'm sure. Maybe medical misinformation. I don't know. Anyway, we'll go to the next one.
I know there is a Harry Potter spell called Engorgio.
Well, we'll find out. There's also people sharing their dreams. This individual has his dream of becoming a trans Jewish wizard. Can't wait to be represented. Didn't know. No, not reading that. But this is my point, which is that this is the quality of the discussions board. It's not about should we get this translated into another language, although I did see a lot of people being like, Ukrainian when? But when transported to Ukraine?
Slavic Ukraine.
Why you not support Ukraine? It's just like, okay.
Where's the Ukraine house?
Yes, actually
150 points to Ukraine.
Anyway, you have to take in Ukrainian wizard refugees through the whole. I don't know. But the next one here. There's other people discussing their best Kanye West songs and which ones they'll be playing throughout the game. Some people are saying that he's a very
It's
talented.
going to be Power, obviously.
Yeah, don't know why they want to.
Connor's going to be listening to that gospel album he did while he's playing it.
And there's also the best meltdown at all that I saw, which is genius from a number of reasons, and maybe you'll see them at the end. Solid Green Day here decides to write, "Enough with the trolling in this discussion forum. You guys have ruined any form of tangible discussions and communications here. Will there be trans? Will there be Ukrainians? Why is it all non-Harry Potter related questions? Never understood the state of the discussions channel, but it's a effing mess. Be that as it may, I think mods should lock the entire forum until release. A child would behave better than the lot of you, and it's an absolute fact. Women are all behaving well here while the men are acting like baboons. Anyways, as I suggest before, lock this discussion down until the game's released. Now, Harry, would you kindly read the first word of every line?"
You will never be a... Anyways,
That's Mr. Green Day. Hat off. That is some good posting.
very well done. This does feel like something that someone's mum wrote until you notice the secret patterns.
Actual gold right there. And we'll go to the next link because there's even more. I just put together a collage here of all the different posts that I saw. We have buying this game is supporting evil, and people just going, that's acceptable.
mean,
I don't care.
As far as I'm aware, the Harry Potter community, if you want to expand it out like that, right, has always just been a den of infighting. Like all internet fandoms, it's all just debating who's screwing who's secretly gay, who's secretly this or that. So this is just business as usual for fandoms online. They've just found a new medium to do it with.
You've got the the TERFs, you've got us, and all the 4chaners all holding hands going, yeah, come on, let's be funny. Let's mess with the trans rights lobby who have here people saying we need to do better. The fact that the matter of this game is being brought by a lot of people who think the following is funny: racism, speciesism, uncouth jokes, and genderphobia.
No, I'm sorry, this one in the top. Buying this game is supporting evil. You may as well join Sirius Black and his evil death chompers. First response.
No, don't read that.
Oh, come on.
People can read that at their own side. We disavow the the pro Harry Potter community now. That's what it is. People saying this is a gateway to the alt-right, and I suppose so.
I mean, to be fair, Harry Potter the films was quite revolutionary, and it had transracialism. Given that, if you notice watching the films, one of Malfoy's minions changes from white to black halfway through the series.
Yeah, do you know what that is?
I think it's because one of them was a massive druggie or did some bad stuff.
No, he was at the London riots.
Oh.
Even though he's a very successful actor, and decided he needed to steal some basmati rice. So the actor got sent to jail.
He was just a bit peckish.
So they replaced the actor because they needed a new actor. They just replaced it with a black guy and acted like nothing happened, which is like, but this is a big difference.
Goyle had a hell of a glow up, what can you say?
But also, it's a bit racist. It's like the guy gets arrested for stealing in the London riots, and then they made the character black.
They were like, well, if you want to be like that, then.
Anyway, maybe J.K. Rowling does have some problems, I don't know. The devs also of the game decided to tag their own video game with the following tags: transphobic and transphobia. This is their doing.
Wait, how did... I thought this was randos doing this.
No, you can put your own tags on as a consumer, but then the game devs themselves seem to have added this. They quickly got rid of them, but they did add them for a little while. For a joke, presumably. And it's funny.
At least they're in on the joke.
Yeah, there's that. Someone making the point that it's the first transgender genre for Steam.
I would kind of love, because I saw some news reports saying that you can be trans in the game. I would love if it only lets you get 42% of the way through the story.
I think you can be trans in the game. It's just like the reason I'm calling this the marketing is because if this was not a conscious effort, it certainly has become the reality of how the game's being marketed, at least outside of who cares what other marketing they're doing. This is the best thing ever. And
I'd be interested to know when they started developing this. If they started developing before she got cancelled, and then halfway through development they're just like, oh god, no.
I think it's probably fairly soon. If you go to the next one here, there's also the best-selling games it has now become on Steam. The best-selling game on Steam itself. They have it. So SJW started tagging the game with their custom tags. If you go to the next one here, we can see what they tagged it with: a villain protagonist, capitalism and genocide simulator.
I haven't played that game.
Well, it's a genre.
So, is that where you play? What's it? That pandemic game?
Plague Inc.
Yeah. Do you just play Plague Inc. to wipe out
City
humanity?
Skylines, Plague Inc., and Hogwarts Legacy? I don't know what genocide there is in the game. It's not currently released, so nobody even knows. So none of this makes any sense,
maybe
obviously.
There's some like Mass Effect style choices. Do you save the house elves, or do you save Hufflepuff?
The field elves. Anyway, after it was tagged with Genocide Simulator, we can now see where it is on the charts, which it went up even more. There we are, went up 29 places.
Ooh, genocide.
It's now number 3 in the top sellers there for the entire week, instead of just that one day where it was the best selling. Yeah, so quite the strategy, to say the least. If you go to the next one here, we can see more of this. Not buying Hogwarts Legacy because of J.K. Rowling. Buying Hogwarts Legacy because it looks fun. Buying because of the Steam tags. Well, Genocide Simulator seems to be a very popular Steam tag. So if there are any, I don't know, Steam Cleanlight devs? No, I'm not recommending that. Actually, don't do that. That's a terrible idea. What was I thinking? We'll go to the next one here, because just content for the Internet Historian, when in 20 years he finally makes another video. I saw some big tweets about this. Some 1 copies of Hogwarts Legacy, please.
I've been using that screenshot. Yeah. It's golden.
If you go back, I did see people saying, it's the new Hogwarts episode, for the final. No, I don't get over. I don't know what his move was as an actor, Daniel. There, where he became Just like I'm gonna be Harry Potter for ages and then become a Nazi.
No, he did basically what a lot of child actors do when they get big in some family-friendly property. He goes, now I'm going to be an esoteric, avant-garde actor who stars in socially aware films.
Oh. Well, that's less interesting.
He was one of those guys.
You know what I always thought would make a good Nazi in a Nazi movie? David Tennant. I don't know if he's done it.
Why? How so?
I don't know. Just
Is it that Time Lord triumphant speech at the end of Waters of Mars gets you wondering? Ooh.
I think there's just something amazing about people who play like the moral good guy in whatever TV series or movies they do, like Harry Potter over there, and then becoming a Nazi. So the idea of Doctor Who just becoming a Nazi would be really funny.
Well, I mean, it's like you will have no idea about any of these references, but I'll try anyway. Are you aware of an actor called Henry Fonda?
No.
Okay. In the 1950s and around that era, he was one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, and he was in a very famous film called 12 Angry Men, and he was known for playing the handsome goody two-shoes good guy in literally every film that he was ever in, until 1968 when he was in a spaghetti western called Once Upon a Time in the West, where in the first scene, the first thing you see him do is murder a child. And then everyone was like, wasn't expecting that.
Is it a good scene?
It's a great scene. It's a really good film.
All right, well, I have to give it a go, I suppose. Let's,
John's pointing out Doctor Who. Matt Smith is now in House of the Dragon as Daemon Targaryen. He's doing a great job there. So.
No, I want SS David Tennant. That's what I want to see.
All right.
We'll go to the next image here because there's some other memes that came out of in that thread there. The sorting hat. Now sort your sex as well.
Male!
I can actually imagine that scene. Someone should redub the original scene of the sorting hat to do that. We go to the next one as well. We have, is Gandalf the prisoner of Azkaban?
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining the hat on Harry. You'd make a good woman, you know.
Yeah, it has the little like, the hat sits there and has like little robes.
Oh, yeah.
There's little hands that come alive.
What, and start groping him? What?
No, groomer. Anyway, so I heard that he is an angelic being who has taken human form to defeat the Dark Lord Rowling, but has become, because of his transphobic remarks, him was imprisoned. That's being Gandalf here. I hope we can triumph against evil, says Grad over there. I think he's been deleted. They started deleting all the threads that were funny.
Oh.
So that's why we had to
At least we got the screenshots.
Yeah, be sure to save those. The last one here. This is some subreddit. I can't remember the damn name now, but they are the SJW community mostly involved in this. I think they're just whining about how J.K. Rowling's transphobic, and then when anyone says how, they just go, how can she not be? Where's the evidence? Okay, no argument then, right?
And these people don't need evidence. They've never needed any evidence. J.K. Rowling, for all intents and purposes, is still a progressive feminist. She's just not quite as progressive as they want her to be.
Well, there is... what was the quote earlier from that moron? There is no finish line in the pursuit of progress.
Oh, yeah.
Never going to end. Anyway, we'll end this off just with one more, which is a message to all the kids out there. Don't do drugs, kids. As we can see here from Jeremy, overuse of Polyjuice Potion has long-term side effects. This is an anti-drug message, I'm sure. Side effects include loss of friends, infertility, loss of self, loss of sanity. Hang on a minute. You remember what Polyjuice Potion is, don't you?
Yeah, it's the one that turns you into someone else.
Yeah. Don't do drugs.
You do have to, pluck their hair first, though.
And, anyway, that's the Hogwarts Legacy Saga, which think is hilarious. Very much enjoying. Look forward to more of the raiding of the Steam discussions page, which has been going on.
Personally, I think we should do an office playthrough of it and see what happens. See what bad decisions we can make.
But it's a weird part of the world where, I don't even think the game looks good. I'm not going to play that. I'm too busy playing apparently the PS2 version.
I think it looks all right, but yeah, the PS2 games hold a special place in my heart.
Yeah, and but it's the fact that the game, none of the discussion whatsoever is about the video game. I kind of like this, I don't know, I think you call it post-Gamergate world of gaming industry stuff. It's just let's have a debate about politics. That's it. The entire video game itself is completely pointless. Not even relevant.
Carl sat in the corner, but I just wanted to play the video games, though, guys.
No, I mean, the guys on the Gamergate side, pretty much lost. Carl is right about that. And in which case, we'll just keep fighting a good fight and having fun whilst doing it, I suppose. If you appreciated that segment from the podcast of the Lotus Eaters, you can go to lotuseaters.com to get access to all the premium content that's on the site, such as the Brokenomics series, this one on inflation, the great lie. If you'd like to find out what else company's putting out, you can follow us on Getter at lotuseaters_com on Getter. Thank you and goodbye.